Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my garden. Today we're back in my front yard and I have kind of a big day planned. I got up early to try and get out here and get as much done as I possibly could before I went off to work. So today I'm going to be working on my plumbago bed. Apparently I've been saying that wrong. I've always called it plumbago. But my plumbago bed, which is on the side of my house, and it's the bed that I've been working on for a really long time. Like the last couple of weeks. So if you guys saw my Annie's Annuals tour, I'll link it up here. I bought a ton of plants and with the thought that I was gonna put them in this bed because I want this bed to be a cottage style garden. I think it will be so pretty if I could have one of those mixed cottage style borders with like hydrangea, clematis, hollyhock, nicotiana, dianthus, daisies, all that beautiful stuff. And I think it will just look so gorgeous right here. So let me show you what I got. I have a ton of plants to plant today. Jason was very sweet and said that he would help me. And I'm probably gonna have him come out here and help me with the irrigation because here in our area, we're so dry, we have to irrigate. You guys see my daffodils? Aren't they gorgeous? All right, let me flip the camera around. All right, so here we are on the east side of my house, and this is the bed that I cut back all my plumbago. I have 6 plumbago here, and my plan was to take 4 of them out and just leave 2 in, but I'm super tempted to leave all 6 in because I kind of feel like it gives it some nice repetition along the way, and if I can keep them small and tidy and compact, then it might actually look nice with all these plants interspersed around it. So let me know what you guys think. Have you ever grown plumbago and kept it compact, or has it always just kind of gotten completely out of control, which is what mine has done. So let me show you the plants I got. Most of them are from Annie's Annuals, and they are a whole bunch of plants that I got on that trip last week. And I'll go through them after I plant them all, but there's nicotiana, there's bellflower, there's dianthus, there's delphiniums, there's some salvia and some heliotropium, there's some lupin over there, there's some hollyhocks, there's tons of stuff, and it's all kind of fits in with the sorry, my shadow. It all kind of fits in with the cottage garden vibe that I'm going for. I also have a couple bags left over of bulbs that I got impulse buy at Costco. So I have this clematis right here that I'm thinking of putting, here's my mason bee house, and I'm thinking of putting some type of trellis. I don't know if I'm just going to do the wire like I usually do with my espalier, but trellising up right there. And I was reading, and it looks like that these probably won't flower very well this year. It'll be a next year thing, but that's okay. I'll totally be patient and wait for next year. I have some pink, light pink and dark pink glads that I'm going to plant, and then some hollyhocks as well. Then the last thing that I have, I've been wintering it over in my greenhouse, are some supertunias. So I have Supertunia Royal Velvet, which is a deep velvety purple. It's very pretty. And then I have Supertunia Snowdrift. And like I said, I've been wintering both of these over, so they're not the prettiest. They're a little long in the tooth, but I think that once I get them outside, get them some fresh air and some space to grow, I think they'll be really happy and they'll bounce back. The Supertunia Snowdrift, I have to allot a ton of room for because it's going to grow almost just as big as the Supertunia Bubblegum. So I think I'm going to put it kind of at the edge of the bed on the corner right here so it can kind of spill over. And so it'll, the white will spill over, and then I'll have my Eden Rose climbing up the arch. This is my Kinsman lattice arch, metal arch. I'll put it in the detail section down below. And this is my Kinsman Garden Supply Garden to Tour. I got that from Amazon actually. All right, so like I said, I'm just trying to get as much of this done as I can. Let me show you guys I just have to do a quick look at the fairy garden. They're so cute. Somebody for Valentine's Day was so sweet and left little hearts for the girls in here. Let me see if I can get this. See these? Why is this not going down? There it is. Look at these, how cute. They left them all over, and it's just so sweet. They were really excited about it. So if you're watching this. Oh, someone left a frog. How cute. That wasn't there before. This is so sweet. And I'm just totally in love with these. I guess they're English daisies. I'm in love with them. They are so cute. Oh, I just love this. So I have a video where we did this. I'll link that above as well. All right, let's get started. You guys, Jason's out to help me. Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
So he's got the heliotropium. Put that there. Snowdrift. These, what are they called? Tiny tips. This is my beautiful Starfire Kufia, front and center with some blazing star liatris around it. Okay, I've got a penstemon. I've got my clematis back there. My Royal Velvet Supertunia wrapped around with, I don't remember, what are these? Oh, Veronica, perfectly Picasso. So it'll be the pink Veronica with the purple Supertunias. That will look pretty. You can see I still have the plumbago there that I'm gonna try and keep in check. Then here is where I have my birch tree. Hold on, there's a bus driving by. School bus. All right, so here is where I have my birch tree. So once that leaves out, this area does get a little bit of shade. So I put my lupins here. I put my nicotiana here that can handle some shade. I put my delphiniums here that can handle some shade. Let's see, I can't remember the name of that, porcelain blue. That can handle part shade. Here are my dianthus, rose de mai. Those are going to be pretty pink. And then right behind it and kind of spread all around are these gladiolas. So I think those will be gorgeous. Then I have this Cotswold. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. There are just too many names to remember. Verbascum, Cotswold verbascum. It's going to get 3 to 5 feet tall, so it's going to get big. And then around that is going to be bellflower. And then in the front of that is this Silene dioica. This is the one that Shay picked out, my daughter picked out. So I honestly am not super familiar with that plant. I have some hollyhocks back there. And then here's my peonies that I planted before. And I want to give those guys plenty of space. So I think it's gonna look gorgeous. And again, I'm going for that cottagey feel, that mixed border. So I kind of smashed everything together. You know, if I need to move things in the future, I will. But I think it's gonna look really, really beautiful. So time to plant. I have like a million holes to plant. today. I got a ton done, working our butts off. Jason had to go inside. He had to get ready for work. So I've got all the Annie's annuals and perennials planted. They're in the ground. I don't have any drip to them yet, and I didn't finish all the bulbs. So that's okay. I'll just come out tomorrow morning and I'll finish. But let me show you what I have so far. All right, so I've got all the plants in the ground. We just pulled back all the mulch, so it looks kind of messy right now. But we just got them all in the ground so that we can bring drip irrigation to them. And I'm just gonna do the inline drip tubing and then kind of just run it by everything. You can see I have all the glad bulbs. I started here, but I have to pull back all the mulch and then I have to cut out the landscape fabric that was already here. So planting bulbs here is kind of a bigger job than I had anticipated. But I'm really glad I got all the perennials in. I'm gonna grab a hose and I'm gonna water them all in, at least now, so that I don't feel rushed to get the drip in. You know, I'll just worry about them all day, basically. So that's what I have so far. And I'll be back tomorrow morning to finish the project, add the drip, finish all the bulbs, put the mulch back, and I'll give you guys the final reveal. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, it is the next day. I was out here this morning working pretty hard in this bed and I'm finally done. So I'm excited about that. I got all the rest of the bulbs planted and then I got all the drip irrigation in. So I wanted to show you guys what I did and then I'll quickly go over the plants that I got from Annie's Annuals, and I'll put a little picture up so you guys can see what they'll look like in full bloom. All right, so you can probably hear Jason and the girls working on the rocks in the backyard. The girls are so cute. They're helping Jason and it's really sweet. So starting from over here, you guys can see my Heliotropium arborescens. I'm gonna butcher all these names, so I apologize. But we did a little trio of those over there, and those are gonna grow into this light purpley white one bloom, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if this will focus. There we go. And the big thing with these is they smell amazing. So I'm really excited for those to bloom. Right here is a Supertunia white snowdrift. Supertunia Vista Snowdrift. And that's one, it's not looking very good, but it's because I overwintered it in my greenhouse. Over here are some, let's see, what do they call it? Leia Platyglossia tidy tips, and it is apparently an annual here in California and it reseeds itself. So I'm excited to, the picture is super cute with the white and the yellow, so I'm excited to see how those look. And that's going to be right in front of this plumbago tutor. I got this from Kinsman Garden Supply. Right behind that is my unicorn plant. It is my Kufia that is a starfire, and you guys can see the color. Hopefully you can see the color. Usually Kufia is like a red, a bright red orangey. This is a pinkish purplish Kufia or hummingbird plant. I'm so excited about this plant. I think it'll be absolutely gorgeous, and I left a nice big place for it to grow full size. So that's one of the things that I will say about this. I didn't do a very good job with spacing because my plan for this is to make it look kind of cottage garden-y mixed border, and so it's going to be kind of one plant running into the other is what I wanted it to look like. So do as I say, not as I do with plant spacing. I didn't really follow it exactly, but I think it'll still look really good. Okay, so over here, right underneath my bee house right there, I planted some caladiums. I guess you would call them caladium bulbs or caladium bare roots, but they should grow. I left the drip irrigation so you guys can see how I did it. I just took this 1/4 inch inline drip tubing, and it has an emitter every 6 inches. There, you can see one there, and then you can see one up there. And I just kind of snaked it all around this bed. And then I plugged it into, I do have 1/2 inch black tubing that goes along this way, along the whole bed. And every once in a while, I just kind of plugged it into that so that the water pressure would be high enough for this whole thing. So I just wanted to show this to you guys. I left this bark or mulch off of it just so you can see how I irrigated these. And here in our zone in Davis, California, zone 9B, we have to irrigate. I mean, Like, I feel like sometimes we even have to irrigate native plants because sometimes they'll just die. We're just so dry here, and I really think that this year is going to be another drought year. So irrigation is just something that I have to do. And so that's what I was working on this morning. All right, this one, I don't remember what this was. Luckily, I left all these tags here. Oh, this is that penstemon thorn that other garden shopper at Annie's Annuals was really excited about. So there's that one. That's a pink one. Let's see. Gosh, I'm just gonna read all these because I don't remember any of them. This is Veronica Perfectly Picasso. And then I did right in the middle, I did my Supertunia Royal Velvet right there. So it's gonna be kind of a swoop of pink with the purple. This one is my Nicotiana Lime Green. I did a couple of those. I did the Governor Lupin right there in the shade, so those should be pretty happy in the shade. And then again, underneath the birch tree, I did the Delphinium Sunny Skies, and those will be like kind of a light bluish white one is how it should be. I left all the plumbagos here. I keep saying it wrong. I left all the plumbagos here for now, just because I just want to see if I can keep them kind of controlled and into kind of like a tight ball. If I can't keep them controlled and they just go crazy like they did last year, then I'll just take them out. But I figure it's probably better to leave them in for now, and then I can take them out, halfway through the summer if they just get crazy. Here, right here, is a Dianthus Rose de Mai, which is going to be a pink Dianthus. And then up there is the Porcelain Blue. I'll put the name of it. I can't pronounce it. Let's see what else we have here. Here are the Eryngium Blue Glitter. Those will be really pretty. Bellflower. What? These? I know these are purple. I don't remember the name of them. Where's the tag? There it is. Brantwood is what it, not Brentwood, Brantwood. This is a Verbascum Cotswold. That's the yellow one that looks like Yosemite Sam. That one right there is the one that Shay bought for me that I can't pronounce. Celine Diosia, a pink plant. I don't know anything about that plant. And then finally up here, I have a couple hollyhocks. I'll put the names. I know one of them's white, two of them are white, and one of them's pink. And then I have the hollyhock seeds that I got from my aunt that I'm gonna plant a little bit further down here. I think those will look really pretty. And then I have a couple bare root hollyhocks that I purchased at Home Depot, and I think I'm gonna put them along the wall too. So that will all add into the cottage garden-y feel. I think it'll be gorgeous. Once it starts getting a little bit warmer, I know that these plants are just gonna take off. So I'm very excited about it. Okay, you guys, so that's it for this video. I'm so happy to be pretty much done with this garden bed. I have a couple more things to add in, but I got most of those plants that I purchased from Annie's Annuals in. I've got drip to them. They're happy. I think that they will be wonderful. And now I just get to sit back and wait for them to grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have to go inside and I have to get ready. Jason and I are going on a date tonight. Very exciting. We're going to this like estate out of town. It's called Park Winters, and they have some amazing gardens. So I am going to bring you guys along, so stay tuned for that video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you in another video very soon.